The Chairman House Committee on Public Accounts, Hon Bamidele Salam, has expressed the committee's readiness to cover more grounds in 2024. Speaking on the ongoing investigation on disbursed funds by the federal government to cushion the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic from 2019 to 2022, Honorable Bamidele disclosed the investigation will be concluded in a week or two.
Well, like you already said, the Public Account Committee is a constitutional committee of the House of Representatives, which principally focuses on the issue of public expenditure, the Auditor General's report, as well as all issues that have to do with the finances of the government. It can be described as like a post-expenditure tracking committee. And in the last few months, we have been involved in several activities, including our statutory or mandatory function, which is the consideration of the General's report for the year 2019. As I speak, we've just received the 2020 Auditor General's report, both the report of the Auditor General and the consolidated financial statement of the Federation, as well as the one that has to do with issues of compliance by ministries, departments, and agencies with extant financial regulations, the Constitution, and all other laws, pertaining to public expenditure. Apart from that, we also have this very important investigative hearing that has to do with the expenditure of sums of money disbursed by the federal government for the purpose of addressing the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the resultant effects of the pandemic on several sectors of the Nigerian economy, in particular 2020, 2021, up to 2022. And this investigative hearing is sequel to a motion that was considered and passed by the House of Representatives in October of 2023. As we speak, we have had quite a number of government ministries, departments, and agencies coming to defend their expenditure or explain the expenditure before the committee. As you are also aware, we have discovered a whole lot of gaps in the expenditure pattern. They cut across several issues. Some have to do with issues of non-compliance with laws, the Procurement Act, for example, with regulations passed by the Bureau of Public Procurement, some direct violation of the Appropriation Act, which is the foundation upon which every expenditure of government is actually laid. Some of them also have to do with the lack of adherence to due process, not only in the award of contract, but in all the processes leading to the award and the implementation of the contract. In some cases, also, we have found things that appear to be, direct misapplication and misappropriation of funds, when funds are appropriated for specific purposes, but they were used for something else. And all this, we're trying to gather together to form part of our report. Apart from the fact that we have also made, given some directives to certain ministries, departments, and agencies on refund of monies to public treasury, on the submission of very critical documents that were missing in the thing that they earlier submitted.
He further said the committee has established misappropriation of funds, diversion of public funds, and the committee has given orders for the refunds of the monies to the public treasury. He assures Nigerians the committee's commitment to making sure discipline measures are taken when necessary to serve as deterrent to others.
But unfortunately, we also have cases of some department of government not responding to invitation or request for document. And we are very, very firm on the fact that, those that fail to meet up with the requirement of the parliament will have to face the consequences of such refusal after giving them enough opportunity. We're given the benefit of the doubt. If you extend an invitation to an agency or department of government for 2, 3 times and they continue to shun such invitation or refuse to provide those documents, as required by the Nigerian Constitution, Section 88, 89 of the Nigerian Constitution, specifically, mandates any person or authority to which an invitation is sent or a request is made for document to oblige same. So where they fail to do those, we're going to be very firm in applying the necessary sanctions to such ministry, department, or agency of government. So it's an investigation in process, the COVID-19 investigation, and we hope to conclude in the next 1 or 2 weeks, and make our report available for the consideration of plenary of the House of Representatives. But apart from that, we are moving on to also consider the 2020 Auditor General for the Federation's report. Like I said earlier on, it touches on almost 400 government agencies at various issues. And by the time we begin the consideration, we're going to be inviting the media to cover those proceedings. We have a few other investigations. For example, there's a referral by the House to investigate remittances using the remitter platform, and that has to do with shortfall in government revenue. We're going to investigate how well revenue generating agencies have been able to use the remitter platform for the purpose of remitting funds generated into the Consolidated Federation account, as well as other different accounts of government. These are some of the things that we have been doing in the last few months, and we hope that in the year 2024 we'll be able to cover more grounds in all those areas. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, where we have established cases of infractions, established cases of misappropriation or diversion of public funds or resources, what we do as a parliament is to make sure that we send those reports to prosecuting agencies or agencies that will met out the sanctions that are provided for in the financial regulation to them. Some of the sanctions, may include asking them to refund such money. Some may be given a disciplinary measure like suspension or dismissal from public service. Some may involve prosecution that may lead to jail terms, for those who commit such infractions. The one I can assure Nigerians is that we will ensure that we go the whole hog. It is only when there are consequences for some of these actions that they will serve as deterrent, to other persons who may want to also toe the same line of violation of financial rules and regulations and provisions of the laws of the land. And we are committed to ensuring that those things are done.
Comfort Olayinka, DCTV News.